One example that really sticks out in my mind is a very elderly gentleman, 97 he was. He and his wife were both on home care packages. So this is the aged care story. And they had enormous amounts of unspent funds. Like I'm talking $70,000 in unspent funds. This gentleman was getting 3 showers a week. That's it. That was all he was
No.
getting. No nursing care. They requested to get a lifter chair to help him get in and out of his chair. Just absolutely devastated me when I heard this story because this poor man, I mean, his home care package was around 50,000 a year. So that's a whole entire year of unmet need, which borderlines complete and utter neglect as far as I'm concerned. And once we signed them up, we went through a really strong education around what your funding could be used for. And in the end, this man was receiving about 20 hours of support from us per week, whereas he was getting 3 hours beforehand. We were looking after his lawn and maintenance, his clinical need, transport needs, had OT assessments going. He received regular physiotherapy, podiatry. Like all of these services were services that should have been provided by that previous company, and there was just nothing. And he'd been signed up with them for 4 years. He met the coordinator on the first sign up meeting and never, ever, ever saw that person again. And they're supposed to have 6 monthly reviews at minimum. And this person was with that organization for 4 years and never heard from that coordinator again. Only when they would pick up the phone and call the coordinator to ask for things, and then were told, oh, sorry, there's not enough funding, or that's not a clinical need for you to use that funding. And so the way funding was working is that the government puts that money into the company's trust account. And so you can imagine these providers are loving sitting on these huge balances of people that are not having their needs met because they're cashing in on, interest and ability to, scale and get really large, massive loans to go out and create other programs to then do exactly the same thing again. It literally breaks my heart. I cannot believe that there are people in this world that are that unethical and behaving in this manner when this poor man was at the end of his life and all he needed was services put in place.